finishing up the Friendly Neighborhood Spiderman, which I think it's a really fun show. I think it's a great spirit, almost like a great, not, it's like a great unofficial sequel. Well, not, I know it's different, but it's kind of like a great tribute sequel to like Spectacular Spider-Man, the '90s version and all that. But anyway, this picks up where, of course, Peter had his fight with Matt Gargan. Of course, this new version of Scorpion. Of course, he's in a hospital, and Norman's like, "Take a rest, calm down." And then, of course, he sneaks out of it, and then, of course, he hears what's going on in his labs. So he sees again all his college friends, lab friends, and they're all excited to see him and all that because he's been wowed by a new experiment, a new device that they made, and all that. And of course, he goes back home and he just feels guilty, and he just like he should have done a bit more. He should have done it. He held back and should have done a bit more. And of course, he has this great on talk with May about, "Oh, I miss you, miss Ben. I've gone through stuff too." So I like that they are contributing a different origin and a different way how this Aunt May felt about this Uncle Ben, because in the MCU there was no Uncle Ben, which I'm glad they didn't do that. We don't have to keep seeing Uncle Ben dying for the 100th time, which is nice. And then he also Peter has, when he's in the hospital, has like this almost like nightmare. He has like this Vertigo style, Toy Story 2 style nightmare where he's just falling and he's just, oh my god, it's something out of Vertigo, and it's really done so well. And also Octavius tries to sneak out of his lab, and Ross and the Fed, not the Feds, but like the members of the Sokovia Accords men try to take him out, but he, of course, like, he kind of like Justin Hammers himself out of there, like he's sneaking around and he dancing his way around the bad guys, and of course he gets arrested by Ross, and of course Iron Man shows up in this, which is kind of nice too. So I guess in this universe he is friends with Ross in this timeline than he is in the main MCU, which had never happened, obviously. And of course, after that, Peter wakes up, sees his phone is ringing, and it's Pearl. And he's like, "Hey, we got to do some science work." So they talk about, and they do some covalent or ionic bonding on argon and all that. And Lonnie knocks the door. It's like, "I know I've been through stuff. I gotta stop with the 110th Street Gang." And Lonnie's like, and Pearl's like, "No, you gotta stop this." And he's like, "No," and Lonnie's like, "I can't deal with it anymore," and all that. And then Peter kind of convinces him, but it doesn't work. And then, of course, he walks home and just feels guilty, and see that May left a note, and we see a picture of both of them when Ben was still around. It was very sweet and honest. I really liked that too. And then we see that the 110th Street 110th gang still figure out where to find Octavia. So they get answers from none other than Chameleon, which is nice to see him showing up because he's in this unit along with Rhino and Unicorn and all those guys. And the Chameleon gives them a piece of paper that tells the destination point of where Octavius' lab is as well. And of course, Peter goes to see Norman and gives a little like like a Tony Stark, like a kind of like a typical Peter Parker mentor talk. And he does almost say, "With great power come great responsibility," but he changes it to "with great power come great respect," because in this universe, Norman wants Peter to respect the city and all that, and as well. Which I don't know how we're gonna see where that goes in season 2, because we know, of course, eventually, as we all know, as fans like nerds, fans like me and everyone else around the world, we all know Norman will eventually become the Goblin. So I don't know how in this timeline, but I don't know. And we hear there's a big big gang or like a big attacks happening in the city. So Harry grabs a upgraded suit to Peter, and of course is the iconic red and blue suit that we all know and love. So I'm got 2 more episodes left, and then they'll be all done. And I really like the show a lot. I'm very surprised. It's really fun and really well written too, which I love. I love writing, and this is a great example of good writing shows and good storytelling and characters too.